Hey everybody, I'm Trisha Swenson, and Merry Christmas Eve to you all. We've got a great show on VDL today. We're going to let you know about the snow totals that we received overnight. We'll also let you know about what's going to happen with this storm throughout the day and through tomorrow. And we'll give you a few ideas on where you could spend your Christmas Eve, whether you're looking for some Christmas Eve services or maybe a Charlie Brown Christmas. We've got it for you. VDL starts now. Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.
Hey, yes, we are. Merry Christmas Eve from all of us here at VDL. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur. You just saw Trisha Swenson out live in Vail Village. We also have Brazzo up at Beaver Creek, and we have a great show in store for you this morning. So like Trisha was just saying, if you are looking to celebrate Christmas in Vail Village, we have some details about what you can do and how you can take advantage of Vail Village. Also, find last-minute Christmas sparkle with Koji at Carrots. This week, we'll talk about what's going on with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center, their Avalanche report, also some gifts from Squash Blossom, and holiday shows taking place up at the Villar. And as always, if you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, please say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Also, John Bonner, Merry Christmas video. Merry Christmas to you, John. I'm so glad that you're watching this morning. And no matter where you're watching from, again, on Facebook or on YouTube, you can use that comment section to say hello. Let us know, what's going on in your world. If you have any questions, how you're going to be celebrating the Christmas holiday. So look forward to hearing from you. That's one of the coolest things about this show is that we get to involve you in it. You can also find us on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on Spotify, and of course, locally, now you can find us on Outside TV Channel 17. So we did just see Trisha. I feel like we should check in with Brazzo and see what he's up to first thing this morning, live from Beaver Creek. Brazzo, oh man, that snow looks great.
Good morning, everybody. VDL people, happy Christmas Eve. This is amazing right now. We have a lot of snow. It's not cold, which is surprisingly. I don't need my gloves right a second, but it feels amazing and it's dumping really good. So I'm super excited and mad at the same time because I cannot ride today. Ashley, what I gonna do? Can you call my wife, please, and give me a get out of jail card, please?
Listen, let's do a little trade. Listen, you call my boss, I'll call your wife. It's like the same thing, right? And then we'll write some notes, make it sound official. We have VDL business.
Yeah, absolutely.
VDL business.
I was getting my snowboard out of the garage this morning, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm going to Vail Daily Live," and she's like, "Well, today is Christmas Eve. I have to cook. Who's gonna take care of the baby?" I'm like, "God, all right, I guess me." But yeah. Life is tough. Life is tough.
That's right. Yeah, you got to take care of those babies. Also, Brazzo, so, you can see people kind of getting in line behind you there. Is that just the employees loading up? What's going on up there?
Well, yeah, his employees getting all the mace ready. We saw a guy skinning up a second ago, and we always have that First Church Club people. I think that's one of them. In Beaver Creek, you always see this group of 4 or 5 people that stand up around 7:30, 8 in the morning and wait all the way until 9 for the lines to open, so the gates to open. So, hardcore people, like they want to be the first ones to get that freshie.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely get it. And also, good morning to Barry. He's the one behind the camera. Good morning, Barry. How are you?
Good morning.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to come back to you guys. Oh, what was that?
He got a brand new jacket. We were just talking about equipment and jackets, and we get excited because of all this, things and gadgets and we buy for make our experience so much better. It's just part of the game, I guess. We're just talking jackets.
Well, and looking good is like half the battle, right? Like no matter what you're doing on the mountain, if you look good, you feel good.
Yeah, we always say, yeah, whatever, you have to be my equipment have to be good, and I only care if it works. That's a lie, people. We all like to look good too,
Well, listen, I know you guys are both looking great out there. We're going to come back to you here in just a minute, but we're going to go over to Trisha in Vail Village and check in with her just in a moment here. Oh, Trisha, I mean, this hat is it's just giving
Oh,
me everything.
you know what? It comes out once a year. It's my December hat, and I thought I'd wear it on this lovely Christmas Eve morning. Only in a mountain town can you say this weather is beautiful. I mean, quite frankly, I thought I was in like Juneau, Alaska when I first got here, or Seattle. I met Blake, my camera person, and I was like, look at that fog. Like you just cut through it with a knife. But warm temperatures, like Ratso said, you hardly need the gloves. I barely have any layers on today because we're already starting out in the 30s. It didn't really get that cold, yesterday into the evening. And it's just because of this whole system that's rolling through. But Ashley, should we talk snow totals?
I think we should. Let's talk about it because you can see behind. I mean, Vail looks beautiful, looks covered. So let's talk. How much did Vail get last night?
Well, Vail got 6 inches new in the last 24, and so did Beaver Creek. And then, our sister resorts over in Summit County, we had Keystone coming in with 6, Breck with 7. But Crested Butte, to the southwest of us, 20 inches of snow.
Yeah.
The last big storm, they got 22 inches. So it's pretty crazy the amount, it's really favoring those southwest Colorado resorts.
Oh yeah. I mean, man, that's like the size of like the big gnome. That's like this at least this much snow, you know? I
Yeah,
mean, that's
yeah,
amazing.
that's big known snow.
But we do have more snow in the forecast. And actually, something that we should probably talk about too is your road conditions getting over to Vail Village. So let's talk about, I mean, for me coming in from Eagle, it was just, the roads were just wet until I got to Avon and it started snowing. But otherwise, it was raining in Eagle this morning.
Yeah. You know what? The roads were just wet and slushy coming in. So, I think at the higher elevations, you may run into a little bit more snowpack, but there's so much moisture. It's so warm right now. But what I want to remind people is the danger of hydroplaning. Because, Ashley, I don't know if you've ever felt the car kind of, it's so scary. My husband actually had a car accident where he rolled. I mean, it's nothing to play around with. So I would definitely slow it down, especially through Dow Junction. I always talk about that it doesn't get the respect it deserves. It's a very dangerous stretch of I-70.
I would completely agree with you. And you don't think about hydroplaning on Christmas Eve typically in the Rockies, but it is a thing out there with the weather today. All right, Trisha, thank you so much. We're going to come back to you here in just a little bit, but we should get to the nitty gritty of that weather, Mara, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's get into it. So it's all brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, which, by the way, they are open from 10 to 6 o'clock today. So if you do need to get some of those last minute gifts, you can do that. And you can see with that shot right along the valley floor of Vail that we do have, of course, the trees are covered in snow, but also those roads are pretty nice and clear because it was 38 degrees all the way from Eagle to Eagle Vail. So it is so warm that snow isn't necessarily sticking to the road yet, and it isn't freezing. So it's just kind of wet. And like Trisha was saying, it's hydroplaning weather. However, things are going to change a little bit. So we're in the midst of several storms right now. This is according to opensnow.com. So this is storm number 1 that we're in the middle of. And by the time we get through tomorrow morning, we could see 10 to 15 inches total. So Vail and Beaver Creek both reporting 6 inches in the last 24 hours. So we could still see at least another 4 out of the system by tomorrow morning. Then we kind of dry out a little bit for Christmas. So once we get into like Saturday night, kind of dries out a little bit. And then Sunday through Sunday night, we have storm number 2, and Joel Gratz is saying that we could see an additional 5 to 10 inches out of that storm, and then temperatures are going to cool down a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit of a drier, fluffier snow. So you can see, our high today around 35 degrees for Vail, Sunday 31, and then that temperature continues to drop as we go into Monday and Tuesday. And we have another storm rolling in Monday afternoon through Tuesday afternoon that could be an additional 4 to maybe over 8 inches. So a lot of snow in the forecast over the next 10 days. So excited to see it. And Also, so excited that the outlets at Silverthorne is bringing us this weather where you can find those elevated savings each and every day. And right now, they're doing an extra 50% off clearance at Banana Republic. So that ends today. But again, if you want those last minute gift ideas, that's a great place to go. And if for Vail, you can see that both Brazzo and Trisha had some snow in the background of their shots. So Vail 6 inches in the last 24 hours. They have 102 trails open right now, 17. At Silverthorne. And Megan the Christmas Mouse says Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Also, Ride Divide. Good morning, VDL. Happy Winter Wonderland. Thank you so much for chiming in this morning. We love to hear from you. And again, of course, to John Bonner as well. Thank you for all chatting this morning. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. Before we do, just a reminder, be like Megan the Christmas Mouse and John and Ride Divide and give us a little chat on Facebook and on YouTube, but also don't forget you can find us on Outside TV Channel 17 now, on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on Spotify, on Apple TV, on VailDailyLive.com, so many different places. So we are everywhere that you want to be. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have a look at your headlines. We'll have a look at the road report and so much more heading your way on this Christmas Eve edition of VDL.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
BDL.
We are VDL.
Place for locally produced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, eggs, dairy, breads, flowers, nap nectars, and more. It's the holidays, and Nap Harvest can help you with all the ingredients to make your holiday meals delicious. Or we have take and bake meals if you're in a rush. Nap Harvest has fabulous gift ideas for everyone on your gift list. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
Okay, so it is Christmas Eve. We have fresh snow out there. Andrew was saying, yay, snow. How much snow did they get? Also, Ride Divide. I love that you're chiming in on this. 6 inches at Vail and Beaver Creek and more to come throughout the day. You are 100% right. We're really excited about the fact that we have so much snow in the forecast, really through the beginning of the new year. So yay, so glad for that snow. Also, really glad for coffee and tea and caffeine this time of year. Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, they have some really cool, mugs. They also have some delicious coffee that you can buy like the bulk coffee and then you can take it home with you and it can taste like the mountains. And they have some of those local blends like their Meadow Mountain blend, which is just above their roastery in Minturn. And then, of course, they have their second location in Beaver Creek right between those escalators. And it's super warm and welcoming, and they work so hard. It's all local. It's all just, there's so much passion behind their products. So if you haven't been in yet, stop on in, say hello to the crew, give them some big tips for being open during the holidays and providing all this delicious caffeine. So thank you to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. And also thank you to the Vail Daily for some really interesting reading material. While you're here in town, you can pick up one of these guys free, of course, each and every day in those blue boxes from Vail all the way down to .Sarah, or of course VailDaily.com. So Dobson on the clock. Before we get to the headlines, you can see this photo. This is really cool. This is from Chris Dillman. This is some fireworks lighting up the sky during the weekly Beaver Creek Thursday night lights. Super cool. It's where your kids can ski down with some glow sticks at night. It's totally free to sign up. They just have to have the right level of skiing and riding ability, but really, really fun way to bring in the holidays. And so Dobson on the clock, this is talking about Vail's civic area plan, and it looks like the ice arena, which was built in the 70s, is going to be replaced, and it's not going to be cheap. So Scott Miller breaks it all down for us on what it's going to cost and what the civic area plan looks like. That's all on page A3 today. Also, just a really nice feel-good story from Tom Boyd. This is about the Fassler family, who they created the Sun and Alp, and they have done so much more than just that for our community. And what a beautiful tribute to them, and then to also all the amazing things that they've done for our community since they've been here. And really, it's a great story to read about on page A2. Then flipping on through as we keep on going today, if you're looking for maybe a different experience while you're in town beyond just the Eagle River, you can do a little fly fishing over on the Frying Pan. So that's over in the Aspen area. So you get kind of a whole glimpse at what that looks like with this article on page A37. And then Megan Tierney, she's one of our Eagle residents that also happens to be an Olympian, and she's looking at making her second Olympic Games with snowboard cross. And let me just tell you, so first of all, like, Ryan is so good about going into what it takes to get on the team, and it's very, very confusing. But what we do know is that snowboard cross, this is insane, right? Like, I had a chance to do some reporting about this event not too long ago. And basically you have all of these riders going as fast as they can. They have courses that are winding, right? And then they're battling against each other. It's like, it's insane. It's like NASCAR, but on snow. And then you have like these bank turns and jumps. And anyway, it's amazing to watch in person. And the fact that Megan is eyeing her second Olympic Games, she's phenomenal at this. So wishing her the best of luck in securing that spot. And then speaking of, we have even more athletes that are doing incredible things. So, the Ski and Snowboard Club Vail did a great job with the U.S. Mogul selections. And I mean, do you see this picture? Like, with them like completely inverted with like, my gosh, right? Like, we have some incredibly talented athletes. So if you want to learn more about what they're up to and how they are placing so well in an Olympic year and these events, this is a great paper to pick up and read more about it. And then, of course, my favorite thing on Fridays is Trisha's picks, because Trisha, you know her just from watching the show. Girl works so hard, no matter what it is that she's doing. And when she's coming up with Trisha's picks, she is like just scouring the valley to find the best of the best for everyone involved. So all ages. So she breaks it down from everything if you want to enjoy some Christmas or Christmas Eve services. Also, if you want to go and enjoy something that like Magic of Lights, where you can just walk and get outside with your entire family. She covers it all. So if you're not sure what to do with your family in town, pick up the paper and check out Weekend Picks with Trisha. So that is a look at what's going on with our headlines. Also, really quickly with the chat, Andrew, you are so welcome for telling you all about that fresh snow, 6 inches at Vail and Beaver Creek. Allison Schultz-Rucker, Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you so much for chiming in. And then Scott Sternberg, good morning from a very rainy LA. Well, it's very rainy here too, Scott. It's very strange. I don't remember it raining on Christmas Eve since I've lived here anyway, but it is raining at the base, not so much at the top of the mountain, which hopefully we'll be able to show you here in just a few minutes. But let's talk about what's going on with your traffic. So Trisha was talking about how hydroplaning is the thing on the roads out there, which is weird to say, but it is true. And Dow Junction, actually, I mean, Vail Pass, everything looks really, really quiet right now. So thank goodness for the holidays and being able to keep most of that traffic off the roads. But just kind of wet roads out there. And then over Vail Pass, we did get a lot of alerts last night about the pass being closed, and there have been several accidents. I did pass some cars that were, off on the side of I-70 in my commute. So take your time, take it easy. And then, of course, as those temperatures cool down over the next 24 to 48 hours and the roads potentially start freezing, it's going to get really tricky out there. But you can see that Vail morning commute right there in Dow Junction. But otherwise, pretty minimal minimal traffic there on I-70. So thank you so much for look at those roads out there. Now, Mare, do we have that shot that we wanted to show people from? Okay, all right, coming up. So obviously you can see that it's raining on the valley floor, but we have a shot from the very top of the mountain to show you that fresh snow that's been falling, that 6 inches at Vail and Beaver Creek. But before we do that, should we send things back out? Let's check in with Brazzo and see what that guy's doing. He's always entertaining, right? We were talking about his ferrets earlier this morning. What are you doing now? You're building a snowman?
Check this out. I'm really amusing myself. I still a kid inside. So check this quality of snow. I'm making a snowman with Barry here. Look at this thing. Look at how it rolls perfectly like a Twinkie. Look at this. Yes, look at this.
That is some of the best snowman making snow I've seen in a very long time. Brazzo, you have practiced.
Yeah, we're going to be playing today all day. Sorry, you can come back to me at 10. I'll be finding the carrot or, all the other things to make it perfect. But the snow quality is amazing. I'm just talking to Barry here. I'm like, I need to go and beg today. I was like, sweetie, can I please go snowboarding? I need to go out. It's amazing. This is good. I'm super excited. Look how beautiful it looks here. It's not even cold. Cool thing.
Oh, that looks awesome. And I love how sticky that snow is. That's amazing. That's such a good illustration, especially with it raining down on the valley floor. So, oh man, Brazzo, looking good out there. Coming up, you're going to have to show us. You're going to have to show us Barry's outfit.
Show you how
too.
this turns into a bigger one really quickly. One more time.
Yeah, do it again. Do it again. Let's see.
Let's see.
Okay.
Check it out.
That is awesome.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Brazzo, that
Coming
is
along.
amazing. That is awesome. All right, when we come back, I want to see a whole family of snowmen. I want to see like
Alrighty.
mom, dad, babies, ferrets. I want to see a ferret snowman too. All right. All right, we'll come back to you here shortly. Let's go back over to Trisha and see if she's building any snowmen. Man, Trisha, what are you doing?
Ashley, who needs a snowblower when Brazzo can just come to your house and just roll your driveway just clear of all that snow? That's amazing. Yeah, and it is kind of that sticky snow. I'm talking about ice cream. All right, so we're way over to Sunday. And Ashley, the reason I wanted to let you all know about what's going on over here is they have they usually do flavors of the month. And this month it's the Miracle on Bridge Street. So a little play on the classic movie and just an amazing concoction. They are so creative with their different flavors, but they also have a special edition. They're doing eggnog ice cream as well. So if you're wondering what's for dessert, you could stop by. You can get the pints. Of course, you can get the cones and the waffle cones and the little dishes of ice cream, but you can also just buy the take-home variety. So you could just be sitting there watching a miracle, eating the Miracle on Bridge Street.
I love it. All right, so eggnog ice cream, Miracle on Bridge Street. That's amazing. Also, Trisha, I love that the snow is collecting on your hat, that we can see it falling there in Vail. Yes, it looks so gorgeous out there. Okay, all right, keep on investigating. I want to learn more about what's going on there in Vail Village for Christmas Eve. But we are going to take a break. Although, Mary, do we have that shot yet? Oh, not yet. Okay, not yet. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to show you what it looks like at the very top of Vail Mountain. We've seen it at the bottom. We saw that, it's that thick snow. It's kind of barely coming down, but what does it look like with that 6 inches of fresh snow? We're going to show you after this break.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up. Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code, no rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squat jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes, come on, 20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Take a walk on the wild side.
She told me to walk this way.
Welcome back to your Christmas Eve edition of VDL. Also, I should mention that my little friends here, they all came from Valley Girl Boutique, which they have technically 3 locations. They have 2 stores in Edwards in the Riverwalk, and then they also have their store in Avon. They're going to be open from 10 to 4 o'clock today. So if you want to go over and get, some of these little guys to have underneath your tree or just to be decorating around your tree. Also, Emma saying, Ashley, wow, I love your shirt. And yes, it is also from Valley Girl. You know that this is one of my favorite places to do a little shopping. So if you would like one of these shirts, you can find it at Valley Girl, as well as all of these little guys. Okay, so we should talk about what's going on over at Beaver Creek when it comes to New Year's Eve. If of course, we're already looking toward that. Isn't that crazy? It's just Christmas Eve, but if you're looking for New Year's Eve plans, Beaver Creek. Do what? Okay, a little bit. Okay. So also in the new year, coming up, besides the New Year's Eve celebration at Beaver Creek, we also have Fun Fest and Beaver Creek Extraordinaire Presents Cheer that goes all the way through January 2nd. But then they have their Snowshoe Race Series. This kicks off on January 16th. If you've never been before, so fun. They have one in January and February and March. I did this with my girlfriends a few years ago. And, you can be like super competitive. You have like the world championship racers like Josiah Medal, like he typically, crushes the course. Or you could be like me and my girlfriends and just walk and enjoy and then sip on some hot cocoa. But Beaver Creek knows how to do events right. And the courses, they change each time. They're absolutely stunning. So look into doing that, especially if maybe one of your New Year's resolutions is to spend more time outside or to be a little bit more active. And then the Beaver Creek Winter Culinary Weekend, they bring in these amazing chefs and you get to just really just explore the world with your taste buds up at Beaver Creek. That's happening the 20th through the 23rd. So put those on your calendars and make sure that you're a part of those. They have such a cool lineup. And then of course, throughout the entire month, they have all these great activations for your entire family that are complimentary. They are right around the ice rink and you get to enjoy making these memories with your family for free. So that's happening up at Beaver Creek. All right, Mayor, what are we doing? Okay, so beyond Beaver Creek, we also, of course, have another resort, world class, over in Vail. And the town of Vail has some great things planned for you. So we are going to get more of the details. I believe that our girl Mare actually had a chance to get all of these details. So let's take a look.
Hey there, Meredith Kirkman here with VDL, and it is that time of year. The holiday spirit's in the air, and we're celebrating Vail holidays with the town of Vail. And today I have Megan Wright joining me here to give us all the details.
Yeah, hi. Look how beautiful this looks, folks. You gotta get yourself up here. We have Vail holidays going on right now to the end of the year.
I love it.
Lots of fun events coming up.
Yeah, and they all range. They're so different. And so on the 22nd and 23rd, we have silent discos. Is that correct?
No, it's on the 22nd is silent disco, and the 31st.
And the 31st.
Yeah, so it's 4:30 to 7:30 silent disco. It's at International Bridge in Vail Village. And do you know what silent disco is? I'm sure you've done it.
I'm a fan. I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
it's so
but
fun.
Tell our viewers if they're not familiar.
Okay, so basically you check in, you give a credit card, and you get some headphones, and it's free, but it's from 4:30 to 7:30. There's 3 different color codes on your, and you could switch it to whatever music you're into for that evening. They got 2 DJs playing, and then there's a third, like, kind of recording system going on, but you get a choice of 3 different music. And you can tell who's listening to the same groove. If they have the green, if you're wearing green, you're wearing green. It's so much fun. You got to come check it out. Everybody's happy. The energy's alive. So fun.
It's the perfect activity after skiing.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
if you're not the one to move and groove and you want to see some other move and groove, there is the ice skating show happening, which is so incredible. Tell us about this.
Okay, so the Spectacular Ice Show is Thursday, December 23rd, and that is at the Dobson Ice Rink, right across from the library. That is a paid event, so definitely get your tickets early. They have bleacher prices, and then they have the floor prices, but we have some superstars coming in for that event.
Oh yeah, some Olympians and some renowned skaters, and you can sit on the ice and watch the performance.
Right.
So that is something you don't want to miss.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful ice rink, definitely. Coming to the Vail Welcome Centers, either in the Lion Center or the Vail Village, and we can kind of help you out, get you those tickets or whatever you need, or you can just go online, Dobson Ice Rink.
Awesome. And then we have the 10th Mountain Legacy Parade, which is always so cool. Tell us about this.
Okay, and we're so grateful that it's back, because this is such a special event. You know, we get to honor those veterans that, you know, worked so, you know, fought for us. But anyway, how it works, that 10th Mountain is going to be on the 29th, and it is from 6, it starts at 6 o'clock. It's at the Vail Village, and it starts at the Pepe's Run. So everybody's dressed in their white uniform, and they ski down with the torchlight, and then they parade through the town and across the covered bridge right by the ski museum. And usually there's hot cocoa served at the moment, and you can talk to the vets and everybody. It's an incredible tradition that we are so happy to bring back.
It's very magical and touching to see that group walking through the town.
It is. It's kind of emotional. Just talking about it right now.
Absolutely.
It's so neat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're so honored.
We have New Year's Eve. We're so excited. And the town of Vail does such an incredible job at this big event, including fireworks.
Yes.
Tell us about what you got planned this year.
So fireworks will be held right over, you know, everywhere. You can see it anywhere. You can even go across the street to the post office parking lot, but anywhere in Vail, especially by, you know, if you're by Golden Peak, that's where the torch ski light down from the instructors from Vail, or the employees, all of Vail is coming down right down Golden Peak, and then you have the fireworks right afterwards, and that's about 6:20 is the fireworks, so you don't want to miss it. No. And then New Year's Eve is happening everywhere. We are back, folks.
We're back.
We are
so
back.
There's plenty of events to celebrate the last of 2021.
Right.
And we'll reign in 2022 together.
Yes, definitely. And one more thing, there is another silent disco that night at 4:30. So you can do a little silent disco, get your rev going, and then go run over to go watch some fireworks, and then the choice is yours. But in any case, we are here to help you. So come over and visit us at the Welcome Centers, okay? We're here every day, 9 to 5. So we would love to help you plan your events or help you get reservations if we need, whatever we can do to make your vacation wonderful.
Awesome. Happy holidays.
Happy New Year.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube,
on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
You know what I love? The fact that it is dumping here in Eagle Vale. I can look out the windows toward I-70 and it is really starting to come down. So Joel Gratz from OpenSnow.com, I tell you, they really know what they're talking about when they create these forecasts. And Joel's saying that, like the most intense snow is going to be now through tomorrow morning, and it's starting to happen already. Just our visibility from doing the last weather from this camera vantage point, you can tell that visibility is starting to diminish because of all that fresh snow. And we're looking at maybe 10 to 15 inches total out of this storm by tomorrow morning. So we've already gotten 6 fresh inches at Vail and Beaver Creek as of 5 a.m. this morning. So we could still see at least another 4 plus by the time we get into tomorrow morning. So thicker snow, warmer temperatures raining down at the base of the mountain first thing this morning. And then we kind of dry out for Christmas Day. So we'll see things kind of calm down a little bit. But then on Sunday, we have another storm rolling through. And that one could be another 5 to 10 inches. But also you'll see that the temperatures are dropping just a little bit. So it will be a little bit fluffier. And then we have another storm coming in Monday afternoon through Tuesday afternoon. And that could be another 4 to 8 plus inches. So we keep having the storms lining up, and it goes all the way through the new year. So thank you to Joel Grass from OpenSnow.com for all of those details. Thank you to Liv Sotheby's for providing this weather and mountain report. And again, Vail and Beaver Creek both received 6 inches of fresh snow in the last 24 hours. Vail opens at 8:30 this morning. Beaver Creek will be opening at 9. So get out there and enjoy that fresh snow. And to see what's going on, and especially on a day like today, where we have these kind of foggy conditions, I have picked out, especially for all the ladies out there, these are the Anon WM1. So this is specifically made for some smaller faces. So they also have a little bit more of a lower profile, so it just really fits securely on your face. But my favorite thing about the fact, these glasses, beyond the fact that they are blush colored and they match my bibs that I have, that Meredith has, that Charlie has, is that it has this magnetic face shield, right? Like I always cover my face, and especially when it's snowing, so you don't feel like you're like kind of getting pelted with that snow, but magnetic, right? So it just pops right in there, and then it's seamless. So you don't have any of those exposed areas on your cheek that, you know what I'm talking about, like really like windburnt or sunburnt, depending on the day. And then, with this particular goggle, it has magnetic interchangeable lenses. So you have great low light lenses like this one for days like today. You also have a highlight lens. And then it uses perceive lens technology. So it increases the contrast and the definition in flat light conditions like what we're seeing for today. It also has an anti-fog coating inside the lens. So you can find this over at Eyepieces of Vail. And today, they're going to be open from 9 to 8 p.m. That's every single day. So they will even be open on Christmas Day. So if you do go over there to get yourself some goggles, maybe to get yourself some prescription goggles, make sure you're just extra nice to them. They're working all the way through the holidays. They don't even get a break on Christmas Day. So that's all over at Eyepieces of Vail. Thank you so much to them for that. Okay, let's send things out to my girl Trisha Swenson, because she's been working hard on putting these tips together for how you can enjoy Christmas Eve in Vail Village with her weekend picks. Trisha, oh, look at you. What's going on behind you there?
Well, you know what? I thought we'd bring it back down to the Gore Creek and Gore Creek Promenade, which is right in front of Mountain Standard and El Lancelot and the Colorado Footwear Store. And so they've finished up all of the sculptures for the 15th annual Vail Winter Fest. And here's a cool picture of what it's looked in years past. And Olive Moya, she is one of the featured artists, or she is the featured artist. She's been working with Alpine Ice. And actually, the last time we were here, the sculpture behind me wasn't quite finished. And now it is. So let's see if we can take it over and give you a little better look at what's going on. What I love about it is it's so whimsical. And it also has kind of different, I don't know how to say it, etchings, if you will.
Yeah, like different textures. Yeah.
Textures. Yeah, and then, from this, I'm not going to touch it, but from here, all the lines, and then the smoothness of these loop-de-loos. And then you can't tell right now, but they're illuminated at night, and they look so cool, especially with the creek reflecting behind us. Oh, actually, I just spotted the tiniest little snowman.
Oh no. Oh shoot, we're breaking up a little bit. Oh man. Wait, go back. But let's see it. Does it have branch ears? What is it, a puppy? What is it?
Yeah, that's its hair. It has evergreen hair and then branch arms.
Oh my gosh.
So tell Brazzo he's got some competition.
I will. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, Trisha, this is awesome. Thank you so much for showing us. I love that this is just part of enjoying Vail Village, and it's totally free to go and take photos and to enjoy that whole scene right there.
It definitely is. And we got the fire pit right here as well. So you can sit down on the bench and warm up a little bit and everything. But actually just a magical time to be here, of course. And we're just so glad that we're getting the fresh snow. People are gathering. Oh, don't forget to wear your mask if you're going to go inside. But other than that, hey, we're here. We're out here.
Oh man, I love it. Trisha, thank you so much. Just looking like a winter wonderland out there. Beautiful snow sculptures, fireplaces. I love it. All right, we're coming back to you here in a little bit. But for all of you out there that maybe still haven't gotten your Christmas shopping done, and you need something spectacular, not to worry, we have Carrots. And Carrots is just on right outside the parking structure in Vail next to Latour. They have been creating heirlooms for over 50 years now. Dan Talene and his crew are just spectacular at what they do. And you walk in and it's so warm and inviting. And one of the artists that Dan has in Carrots always is Koji Kawamoto. And Koji is one of the premier pearl experts in the world. And he has this huge selection of pearls, and he has everything, from like maybe like a pearl ring or maybe some earrings, and then he also has these gorgeous strands, and he has this gift of being able to match the pearls with your atmosphere, as he calls it. It's everything about your skin tone, just your presence, and he finds the right pearls to match you. So it's a really, really amazing, inviting experience, and it can certainly bring some smiles on Christmas morning. So let's send things over to Carrots to learn more about Koji Kawamoto and what you could have under the tree waiting for you tomorrow morning.
We're here at Carrots in the heart of Vail Village. Joining me now, we have Dan Talene, who's been making jewelry for what, over 50 years?
51 years in Vail.
All right, congratulations. And then Koji, you've known Dan for a couple of decades.
Yeah, 21 years.
Okay. Yes, and Koji's the pearl expert, and we're going to talk about the amazing display that you're going to find throughout the holidays. And this is what's so neat, is because Dan, like we've talked about off camera, you can, maybe jewelry stores might have a lot of the same strand, but Koji brings in such a variety. And that's key when you're trying to match the strand exactly
to the customer.
Yes.
Yep.
And how do you do that?
Well, if someone walks into Carrots, wow, judging from the atmosphere.
Okay.
Yeah, something always clicks in my head. Yeah. Your hair color, the eye color, the skin tone, and aura.
Aura, yes.
Aura is part of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I like the atmosphere. Atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, and he just adorned me in these beautiful pearls. Now, and you've got quite a variety in here. Tell us about this.
Yeah, it's got technically everything, all different color. Yeah. And black Tahitian. Black is not only black. And green or blue and gray and pistachio. It's a story of the history of pearls. Yeah, and white and golden and champagne and pink and lavender.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I like variety. So maybe he picked that up when I walked in.
Yes.
Yeah, and you don't have to go with just the classic look. When we do have that, the Akoya, kind of where you started out, your hometown in Japan.
Yeah, most classic pearls.
Okay. But then if people are looking for color, if they're looking for, different shapes and sizes, it's amazing what nature can make. And we were talking a little bit off camera about luster and you love to show people
that's right.
kind of what it looks like just with a white background.
Yeah, that's going to show you the different colors of black.
Yeah, so this is the Tahitian pearl, the black pearl.
Yeah, that's right. The black is not only black. You can see green, or blue, pistachio, or peacock, aubergine.
A little purple in there.
Yeah, purple, and burgundy or sunset.
Oh, yeah.
And these are all of the colors on the surface, but this one I want to talk about.
Yeah, this is kind of a new technology.
All these are cultured pearls, which means the pearl farmer took his oyster, carefully placed an implant, a small bead, into it, and put the oyster, closed it up and put it back in the water, and for 2 years or so, took good care of the oyster as the oyster put nacre around the bead.
And the bead traditionally has been made of mother of pearl, the shell of another oyster. But in this case, the nucleus, the bead, is a piece of turquoise, a turquoise bead. And the oyster doesn't know the difference. It started building around a stone instead of around a mother of pearl bead. And when the nacre got good and thick, then it was removed from the oyster. And then the next was a sculptor carved the nacre, carved it down through the different colors of black on this oyster was coating around the turquoise, and carved it down to the turquoise.
Oh wow!
So when you're looking at this,
you can see the turquoise in there.
Yeah, you can see that center bead of turquoise, and then the different colors, the layers of black that the oyster put on the turquoise bead, and it's another beautiful thing that's done by.
Okay. Just amazing. Yeah, so a lot of cool things, technology as well. If you want to learn more, come on into Carrots. They're located right down, a couple doors down from Latour and across from the west end of the Vail Village parking structure. This show is from the 20th of December to the 20th to the 24th, but Koji's going to be here a little bit beyond that. So stop on in.
That's right. But this is only just a part of my collection. I have a lot more collection in my bag.
He's brought it all.
That
So
way you
we're
can
going to
match
check it out.
everybody.
Yes, we can match the girl with the pearl, even the guy with the pearl. We've got the pendants as well.
Yes.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, we're the locals' locker.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
You know where else the view is amazing? Is at the top of Vail Mountain. Both Vail and Beaver Creek reporting 6 inches in the last 24 hours. And thank you so much to Carrots for providing us this look at your local weather forecast and mountain report. They've been creating those heirlooms for over 50 years. And as you just saw with Dan and Koji has a huge selection of those beautiful pearls. Everything, from your classic to sunset and aubergine, and then also the turquoise that's, part of the pearl. Amazing things happening with pearls. So let's take a look at what is going on at the top of Vail Mountain, shall we? So at the base of the mountain, we still have snow falling, but it was raining in Eagle when I left this morning. 6 inches. Oh, there it is right there. You can see that is waiting for you at the top of Vail Mountain. Some low light conditions. And also, that fresh snow that's coming up probably over your boots today with that 6 inches. And of course, the way, depending on how the wind is blowing, it could be a little bit more in certain areas, but that visibility is going to be low. So having those low light lenses is going to be a really good idea. It looks like we also have a little bit of wind happening there at the top of the mountain. And then also just with the way that the snow is kind of sticking on the side of, the banisters, you can see that it's going to be a little bit chillier on top of the mountain than it is at the base. But Winter Wonderland at the top of Vail Mountain. Again, they open at 8:30 this morning. They're going to be open until 3:30. And currently, they have a decent amount of their terrain open. Over 100 trails are open at Vail at this time, 102 to be exact. They have 17 of their 33 lifts operating. They have 79 inches for their season to date when it comes to their snowfall totals. And they're working with a 34-inch base, and you have that 6 inches of fresh snow right on top of it. Yep. There it is. Oh, looking so good at the top of Vail Mountain. So bundle up, get those low light lenses out there, and get out and get some freshies this morning, looking so great. And we have more snow in the forecast. So according to opensnow.com, this isn't the end of the system. We're in the middle of storm number 1 of potentially 5 between now and January 2nd. So we could still see about 15 inches total out of this system by tomorrow morning. So we've already gotten 6, so we could see at least another 4 by tomorrow morning. Then as we celebrate Christmas Day, things kind of dry up a little bit. We have another storm moving in on Sunday, which could bring us an additional 5 to 10 inches of snow. And then some cooler temperatures, some fluffier snow. Right now that snow is pretty dense out there. And then we kind of cool it off a little bit until Monday afternoon. And Monday afternoon to Tuesday afternoon, we have storm number 3, which could bring another 4 to 8 plus inches. So again, a live look from the top of Vail Mountain this morning. Low visibility, but lots of fresh snow out there as they've reported 6 inches. So thank you so much for that beautiful shot up there. You can see it's still snowing. And again, we're expecting that snow to continue all the way through tomorrow morning. It's all brought to you by Carrots, where they've been creating those heirlooms for over 50 years. Now, of course, if you're going over to Beaver Creek today, they open a little bit later at 9 a.m. They have about 19% of their terrain currently open. So 6 inches at Beaver Creek as well. They have a 38-inch base, and just so excited to finally see all of the snow in the forecast. And once again, if you're looking for those last minute gifts, Carrots will still be open today, so you can go and get one of those beautiful selections from Koji, or also maybe some of the works that Dan has created himself that you can pass down for generations to come. So that's like what's happening with that local weather forecast. Now, of course, with fresh snow, of course, it impacts the roads, and it also impacts our backcountry conditions. So that's why we're going to take a look at your Colorado Avalanche Information Center Avalanche Report.
Hi, this is Brian Lazar with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center, and welcome to your weekly Avalanche Outlook. You can see here that we've got generally moderate conditions across all of the state of Colorado. This is going to be the situation for Wednesday and Thursday. And then we are in store for a dramatic change and really markedly increasing avalanche hazard. I'm going to show just an animation here of total snow accumulation starting on Thursday morning and in through the weekend. And you can see starting on Friday morning, heavy snowfall really starts to take hold across the state. Favored areas could see 2 or 3 or more feet of snow by the time the whole storm is done. And this is going to land on a snowpack that has pretty pronounced weak layers. This past week, we've continued to see remote triggering of avalanches, cracking and collapsing. And so this is a clear indication that this is not a snowpack that can handle the kind of load that is coming. And so you need to really check the forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche, because we're in a very dynamic period. Avalanche danger is going to increase markedly on Friday. So you can expect avalanche watches to be issued in large portions of Colorado. Initially, to start, we're looking at places like the Grand Mesa, the Aspen Zone, the Gunnison Zone, and portions of the San Juan Mountains. So a watch on Thursday means we anticipate very dangerous avalanche conditions to develop in the next 24 hours. And so anticipate warning criteria or high danger, which is level 4 of 5, as we move into the holiday weekend. Keep in mind, when we have high avalanche danger, this means we do not recommend travel in backcountry avalanche terrain. We're going to see avalanches run naturally. We can trigger avalanches very easily from a long distance away. Avalanches are going to break in very surprising ways, cross-terrain features, things like that. And because we're worried about both triggering avalanches from below and naturally, spontaneously occurring avalanches, we need to be very cognizant of overhead hazard. So even if you're just planning to do the dog walk or take a Nordic ski in your local area, you need to make sure those areas are not underneath steep slopes. This avalanche danger is going to stay with us through the weekend and at least, and we have a really snowy period ahead of us. We've got continued snowfall that lasts essentially through the end of 2021, all the way into New Year. So this continued incremental loading is really great for our snowpack. It's really great for our water resources. It is going to, like I said, lead to a spike in avalanche danger. And because the snowfall just keeps coming for at least a week, it's going to be very slow for avalanche danger to decrease. And so we'll likely come out of the warning period sometime early next week, but it's going to be a slow downward trend to better stability. So everyone, please enjoy all the fresh snow. Please stay safe out there. Please check the forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche. And when we're in our warning period, please avoid travel on or underneath or even near slopes 30 degrees or steeper that are picking up more than about a foot of fresh snow.
Hey everybody, Jeff Davis here with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. I'm currently in the North San Juan zone in the Prospect area on a northeast facing slope at 11,700 feet. I'm just below the area where this large avalanche was triggered on December 16th, 2021. I chose this slope because it's just below where the avalanche was triggered and I wanted to take a look at the snowpack. We're dealing with a classic persistent slab problem of a strong layer over a much weaker layer below. When we're dealing with this kind of snowpack structure, we have to be really wary that these kind of avalanches will be triggered from a distance, travel over terrain features, and break wider and further than we might expect. As we go into a weekend full of sunshine and warm temperatures, it's really important that we make conservative terrain choices. Staying on slopes less than 32 degrees, not connected to anything steeper or larger above, is the best way to keep yourself safe from avalanches and travel safely in the backcountry.
So this is obviously a very dynamic period. Please stay up to date on current conditions by checking the avalanche forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche or on the CAIC smartphone app. We'll see you next week.
See and be seen with the eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
It's going to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Commercial. Also, hey, you're watching VDL. It's our Christmas Eve edition. Diane Ham says, hey, I joined late. I wish everyone at VDL a Merry Christmas. I wish the snow would make its way to the Front Range. Oh, Diane, listen, you're not coming in late. You can watch us on demand anytime. That's totally on time. But thank you so much for chiming in, and feel free to chat with us on Facebook or on YouTube if you're watching there. Now, somebody that I tell you what, haven't seen this guy since the beginning of COVID, and Brazzo is with my buddy Owen Hutchinson up in Beaver Creek this morning. And oh man, I'm really excited about not only, hey Owen, oh man, I missed you. It's so good to see you. And I hear, listen, you got a new gig. You got a new gig. You're working up at the Valar, huh?
Got a new gig. Yep. I took over as the executive director of the Valar last January, and it's been a great year.
Got a big boss here.
Yeah. We're standing on the roof of the Valar right now. Brazzo and I are. We're on the ice skating rink in Beaver Creek, and 530 seats are directly below us in the whole Valar stage. So getting ready for an exciting run of shows right after Christmas, 4 days in a row of live entertainment. It's going to be a blast.
We're just talking, Ash, about how awesome this place is. We are standing right at the ice skate rink just to be able to show you where is the escalators will take you to the Villar. Sometimes it can be a little confusing. So we're right here. What a beautiful day to be outside. It's not cold. We're celebrating the snow, and we're celebrating the holidays. Such an amazing family tradition. I was telling Owen how I love to bring my family because the ambiance, the lights,
the tree, the whole thing, it just adds to it. It's a beautiful time of the year to be at the Vail Center. We've got this glorious holiday tree that we spend weeks decorating the facility leading up to it. It's a great spot for a family photo, and then you get to go in the theater and really have entertainment for every generation. We try to program the holiday season so that there's something for children, teenagers, parents and grandparents all together, and that's certainly the case over the next few days. Right. We're diving right into it after Christmas with the Rhythmic Circus. These guys are amazing. They're tap dancers. It's a whole troupe of tap dancers and marching band style blues musicians. It's rock. There are horns involved. There's tap dancing. It's highly entertaining. It's got a bit of a Broadway type of feel to it. And they were on America's Got Talent a few years ago and got rave reviews. So we're psyched to have them.
It's a comedian coming in. I'm a fan because I always do the Christmas Carol every year with the family. This year, because the baby is just too little. So for next year. Now we're gearing into more celebratory still, but fun. Yes. You have a comedian from Saturday Night Live?
We do. Kevin Nealon. He was a late add to the schedule, and gosh, he is selling a lot of tickets. It's going to be an amazing night. 9 years on Saturday Night Live. Kevin Nealon, one of the longest running comedians, folks on Saturday Night Live. He's played Colorado a couple of times in the last 10 years, but it's been a while. So he's got some new material, and he's psyched to make the visit to Beaver Creek.
And with the magic of the holidays, my kids, both of my sons, they love magic tricks with cards. And we've been watching on Netflix this Justin guy, which is hilarious. And we were just saying, he might be a real... his magic might be real.
He might really be magical. This guy is the real deal. If you've seen Magic for Humans on Netflix, that's the show. And he's truly one of the greatest living magicians out there. And he's really funny, too. Yeah. He's hilarious. He's a comedian. His tricks are defying all principles of reality, right? The things that happen on the show and in person are truly... they appear to be magical. So we'll have him for the first time on the stage on the 30th of December, so right before the new year. We've got a 5 p.m. and an 8 p.m. show, and this thing is almost sold out. So it's going to be a big night at the Vail back-to-back.
So I need to run into it and get my tickets. Where do I go?
We better walk down there right after this and get
done. Deal. But if I can do it at my house, online, can I do that?
Yep, VailPAC.org, or give us a call at the box office. But VailPAC.org is the best way to do that. And we do have some venue policies in place right now. Mm-hmm. Our attendees, we do ask that require that everyone show proof of vaccination if you're age 12 and older, proof of vaccination and a photo ID. And our attendees do need to wear a mask in the theater now with the recent mask mandate from Eagle County. So
absolutely fair, and we all need to be safe and happy.
Yes, absolutely.
And just keep adding to the good memories. This have to be a part of your trip.
Yes.
That's the long-lasting memories, and we all want to put in our kids. At that Vail place down there, that's the place.
It's a great place to go out for an evening of entertainment with the family. We've got some great restaurant partners, so you can make a whole evening of it. Go out for dinner, see a show afterwards.
What about those singers? I was watching the billboard that you guys have right in front of the coffee shop.
Yeah, the Doo-Wop Project.
The Doo-Wop, yeah.
The Doo-Wop Project. The show is called Holidays in Harmony. And if you like vocal music, these guys are so talented. So they're a group of Broadway singers. They were in Jersey Boys. They were in a bunch of Broadway hits. These guys are real stars of Broadway. And they are doing a holiday show, a mix of Broadway and pop favorites with some songs that we know as well, some holiday tunes.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
So come and visit. Snowing, holidays are here. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
Owen, thanks a lot, man. And we'll see you at the Vail.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
Back to you, Ashley.
Oh, thank you, Brazzo. Thank you, Owen. So great to see you. And thank you for all the amazing information. I mean, what a perfect time to go out to Beaver Creek and enjoy a great show.
Nice job,
yeah,
Owen.
exactly. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, great job. That was awesome. I love Owen is so knowledgeable, right? Like he knows everything about what's happening at the Vail. But what a magical place to go and enjoy some live entertainment this holiday season and obviously beyond. So thanks so much to them for that. Okay, so Mary, should we take a quick little break? What do you think? Or should we do some short? Okay, let's talk about the weather again, because I was just getting a text from my husband. He says it's dumping an Eagle. I can see in Eagle Vail that it's actually calmed down just a touch, but I did see the plows in formation just rolling by as Owen was on the screen. So give those plows some extra room, and also, maybe make your way over to Betteridge today. And oh my gosh, look at the camera. So obviously the camera here is starting to get a little bit foggy, and the roads are they're not super busy, but they are wet for the moment because it is pretty warm out there. And Trisha was even talking about some hydroplaning on the way over to Vail. So be very careful, but make sure to stop by Betteridge. They have fine jewelry and watches, exceptional service since 1897. They're located right in Solaris. So beautiful place to be while that snow is falling. And that snow is going to continue to fall through tomorrow morning. We could see about 10 to 15 inches total. We've already seen 6 inches at Vail, 6 inches at Beaver Creek, and it's just going to keep on coming. So beyond that storm, things quiet down for Christmas, and then we have 3 more storms lined up until the beginning of the new year. So the next one rolls in Sunday morning through Sunday night, and that one we could see, let me see what Joel Gratz is saying. He's saying about 5 to 10 on Sunday, and then Monday afternoon through Tuesday, another 4 to 8 plus inches. So many opportunities for snow between now and bringing in 2022. So thank you so much to Betteridge for a look at our local weather forecast. Vail opening at 8:30 this morning, so they are open. Their lifts are turning. Beaver Creek opening at 9. And again, both resorts receiving 6 inches in the last 24 hours. So really excited to see more and more snow headed your way. Okay, listen, I think we should probably take a quick break. Can we actually go back out to Brazzo really fast? Is he still available? I want to see more of that snow at Beaver Creek because it's so beautiful out there. Oh, Brazzo, listen, I just wanted to see more of that snow so you can see that steam kind of rising up off the pavers at Beaver Creek.
Still nice and warm, not so cold. The snow get a little thinner. It's a little wet, but still pretty good. We need the storms. I'm super excited. This hopefully lasts all the way to what, March?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That's a little too much.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. But okay, so it looks like it's calmed down just a little bit where you're standing. So the snow's just kind of coming in waves. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah. Well, right now we're in between buildings too, so it's hard to see. But it's coming down in the smaller pieces and thinner, let's say. Okay. But it's still coming down. Everything counts. And when you go up the hill, it's more. So that's a good thing.
Okay, good. All right, we want to come back and see more of that snow here shortly, but we got some shopping to do, Brazzo. Got a little shopping to do.
All right.
So,
all right, let's go shopping.
Go find that show. I'm going, go find the snow. I'm going shopping. All right, we'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, now listen, one of the best things about this area is, in my opinion, the family-owned and operated businesses, and one of those is Squash Blossom. And Hillary and Kevin, they do an amazing job of not only bringing a beautiful selection, but also supporting their community at the same time. So let's learn more about some great gifts that you can find at Squash Blossom.
It's Christmas Eve morning. What's your shopping list look like? If it's anything like this, guys, you haven't even started yet. Kevin Magner and Hillary Magner, the owners of Squash Blossom, that's where we're at. But we're talking 11th hour shopping. And I understand this is your favorite day to shop. You do all your shopping on this day.
It's the only way I do it.
Okay, well, and so we have ideas. If we need to get our shopping done, Kevin, we'll let you go ski. We're gonna let him go ski.
Don't worry, Kevin. I'll just pull what I want aside.
Because we understand this is what's happening today. A lot of people are going to be out on the hill, and then they're going to rush in between like 4 and 7 o'clock. So if you're looking for that last minute item, and let me tell you guys, this is going to keep you out of the doghouse too, because they have some beautiful stuff. Give us some ideas. What could we get? And how can you help us be ready for Christmas Eve?
Golden diamonds, you can never go wrong. Especially necklaces, they fit everybody, and earrings are adjustable bracelets. So that's what we kind of pulled. Very classic, elegant, everyday wearable pieces. Like, look how beautiful that is.
Oh, I know. Wow.
These little huggy earrings that you literally don't have to take off. You could sleep in.
Oh, really? I love these too. Yeah, a little sparkle kind of reminds me of the snow.
Sparkle, and then this is one of my favorite. Ruby is the stone of love, and then it's adjustable too. So literally, that's something easy to just kind of throw
different
on.
Wrist sizes. Okay.
And then this is Tap by Todd Pelnell. It's all evolved diamond drill set, just unique and different, but very classic and wearable that you could do the layered stack. This looks like diamonds, doesn't it?
Yes.
But it's not. It's platinum, which is one of the strongest metals and actually very rare, but you get the it's cut by a diamond cut tool. It gets like that sparkle. And are you guys ready for this?
Okay.
Look at this, Trisha. It's magnetic. So it can be worn as a bracelet.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the necklace. So you can wear it like this. There you go.
Oh wow, it just attached all by itself.
Just attached. Or
Okay.
you can see your wrist.
Oh, this is fun. And you know, jewelry, convertible jewelry that you can wear in different ways, so good for travel as well because you can bring it.
And then you just tuck it under there.
Okay, okay.
So there you go.
There you go.
You've got a 2-for-1. And then ready for this. For all the ladies that see my neck stack video that are like, I just don't know how.
Yeah.
You ready? Magnetic.
Oh, cool.
And you've got the 3 necklaces.
Okay.
And you're
There you
done.
go. There you go. There you're done.
Just throw it on.
All right, so easy, quick gift ideas. They're gonna get you in and out the door. And then of course, we've mentioned the wish list. If you have already put your wishes in, Squash Blossom can text your loved one who's buying you the gift.
Right.
Text them all the ideas, and then you still get that element of surprise, but you're knowing that you're gonna get something you like.
Right. Text
Okay.
us and then we can already have it wrapped up and ready to go. So when you get off the slopes, done.
All right, now what will your hours be?
I think we're gonna be 10 to 8, maybe 9. We'll keep you guys posted.
For the real
see.
11th hour
For the
shop.
real
If you're
11th
starting
hour-
at 7:59, we've got a problem. We should be starting earlier. But okay, come on into Squash Blossom, located just off of Bridge Street, across from Sweet Basil.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates,
Road reports.
party info, food and fun.
We are VDL.
Okay, that's just about going to wrap things up for our Christmas Eve edition of VDL. I want to say thank you so much to all of our chatters this morning, to John Bonner, Allison Schultz-Rucker, also to Megan the Christmas Mouse, Ride Divide, Andrew Carpenter, Scott Sternberg, Emma Sorovich, and also to Diane Ham. Thank you so much to all of you for chiming in this morning. We'd love to hear from you. And also thank you to our camera guys who've been working very hard this morning, to Blake and to Barry, getting all those beautiful shots out there. And let's send things back out in the field to see those beautiful shots. Trisha Swenson. Oh, it is active out there.
Oh yeah, actually, you know, the lifts are open now. They open at 8:30, so we're seeing the line really start to flow because we've been able to fit 10 people per car. That's their goal. These Gandhis, this Gandhi was the 50th anniversary present in 2012. They can move people up pretty quickly, and we kind of saw that. We saw the line before they opened, and you're like, oh, line. But then once it gets moving, it moves quite a bit. And lift 6 is open, Reeperbahn Express, in case you want to go up lift 6 all the way to tier 11. That's what my husband and my stepdaughter did this morning. I called them, I'm like, hey, are you a Gandhi one? And they were already over there. And then don't forget Cascade lift number 20. You can always get dropped off there, even if you're not a guest of the Grand Hyatt or you're not staying in Cascade Village and that whole western area west of Lions Head. So it's just another way to get up. But Ashley, 6 inches new at both resorts, Vail and Beaver Creek, in the last 24 hours. And as you've been mentioning, more on the way. It's lightened up quite a bit here, but I just want to recommend, don't wear the down jacket today. See how my, you know, This is a day for the shell. This is a day for the waterproof, the water resistant layer. You can always put down underneath, but then have that shell because you're just gonna, it's wet snow. It's kind of like we're at Whistler or we're in Tahoe. It's the warm temperatures, it's have moisture content in our snow today.
Oh man, great tips, Trisha. Listen, I think we should probably see if Brazzo has completed his snowman family. Brazzo, are you slacking? What are you doing up there?
Totally slacking. I left the family behind. I lived them at the Villar for watching the show. So, but yeah, look at how busy it's getting here. People is lining up. It's dumping. The last shot, you didn't see that much snow because I was in between two buildings, but you can see it here. It's still coming down strongly and a little wet. So be careful out there when you're driving. Have a beautiful holiday, and send all the love to the warm regards to all the families out there.
Oh, thank you so much. I think that's a great way to end it. Thank you to all of you. Trisha and Brazzo on 3, Merry Christmas Eve, and then we'll send it out. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody.
Merry Christmas Eve.